The film opens on a gray, misty morning in New York City. Bill Marks, a U.S. federal air marshal, but far from the polished ideal one might expect. The film establishes that Marks is a man barely holding it together, a once dedicated protector now plagued by personal demons, alcoholism, and grief. Marks's personal life is in ruins. He's divorced, alienated from his daughter, and still haunted by her death from cancer years earlier. At the New York City airport, Marks meets his partner, Jack Hammond, another air marshal. The two exchange terse conversation, hinting at a lack of trust between them. Their flight today is a non-stop transatlantic flight from New York to London. As Marks boards the Boeing 767, he scans the passengers methodically. His job is to identify potential threats before takeoff. Yet because of his paranoia and unstable demeanor, nearly everyone looks suspicious to him.
If you would switch with me for the window seat. Oh, God.
As the plane takes off, Marks continues his uneasy routine, checking messages, scanning behavior discreetly.
This is AQ-10. We're ready to disconnect ground power.
Rough day, huh?
Yeah, you have no idea.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I get you gentlemen anything before we taxi?
No, thanks.
It's gonna be a long flight.
About 40 minutes into the flight, Marks receives a message on his secure air marshal text network. The message is chillingly direct. Someone on this plane is going to die every 20 minutes unless 150 million is transferred to a certain account number. Marks is confused at first. He assumes it's a prank or a system glitch, but the sender continues, showing knowledge of details that only a passenger observing him closely would know: seat numbers, movements, and habits. He alerts his colleague, Hammond, about the messages. The two agree to work quietly to identify the suspect.
How do we validate the threat?
We can't, but in 10 minutes I'd like you to switch off the network system.
Who knows about this?
You and me. We're gonna need more eyes.
I'll get another attendant.
What it is you want me to
Please,
do?
just do as I ask.
They coordinate with the flight attendants to monitor passengers discreetly. Marks tries to use the aircraft's Wi-Fi to trace the source, but is stymied by the anonymity of the onboard network.
Philip Merrick, I'm with TSA.
20G.
C2 Marks, I need you to take me through the events from...
The next message escalates the situation. The first death happens in 20 minutes. Marks becomes increasingly desperate. He suspects passengers at random, especially anyone who seems to be watching him. He confronts several, but finds no concrete evidence.
What does this guy think he is? Come on, look!
God damn it, I don't see him.
Why would you lie to a federal agent?
Look, I didn't know you were a federal agent.
What does he look like?
He was white.
Agent Marks, you are hereby relieved of duty. Do you hear me?
Are you serious?
Don't talk. What do you do for a living?
NYPD.
You're a doctor.
How do you know?
You're back.
As they continuously scan the cameras, Marks maintains a rapid text session, and with the timer hovering just shy of 20 minutes, he spots Jack furtively thumbing his phone and gets up, arriving at the aisle where Marks corners him only to get bribed by Jack. Both men exchange blows, but Marks eventually and unintentionally eliminates Jack, whose act crystallizes every suspicion already gnawing at him. Marks is stunned. The texter's threat was real. Someone aboard the plane just murdered Hammond, and now Marks realizes that he himself may be the next target. He confiscates Hammond's gun, and through searching Hammond's belongings, discovers a small packet of cocaine, suggesting Hammond was involved in smuggling drugs on the flight.
Calm down, calm down. Turn the network back on.
Has anything happened?
Nancy, come with me.
When Marks reports the death to the flight attendants, he insists they must keep it quiet to avoid panic. He locks Hammond's body in the laboratory and continues his search. But now, with his partner dead, he is completely alone in his mission. Marks discreetly communicates with ground authorities via the plane's satellite connection. However, the texter cleverly manipulates the situation to make Marks look guilty, sending fake messages from Marks's device that appear threatening or erratic. The threat is specific and credible. The account number is registered under Bill Marks's name, which immediately complicates things. Whoever sent the messages is framing him, making it appear as if he's the hijacker or extortionist.
No.
Should I be worried?
No, not at all. Thank you.
To outside authorities, it looks as though he's hijacked the flight himself, perhaps driven by mental instability or greed. The texter sends another message. The next person dies in 20 minutes. Then suddenly one of the pilots, Captain Omer, begins to convulse and die. Autopsy later reveals that his drink was poisoned, suggesting someone managed to infiltrate the cockpit or tamper with his beverage unnoticed.
If I called your...
Don't you walk away from me!
What the hell is he doing?
You know what's happening?
Some passengers record him on their phones, and snippets of video are later broadcast on news channels, painting him as a possible terrorist. Now the situation spirals into full panic. With 2 people dead and Marks appearing unstable, passengers begin to mutiny. Marks locks down the cabin and demands full cooperation.
Up! Stand up, now. Why did she open the account in my name?
I know what you're talking about!
They believe Marks is the real threat and that the text messages are a cover for his own crimes.
I have a plan.
The surviving pilot, Captain David McMillan, tries to maintain control from the cockpit, but he's under intense pressure. Ground authorities are now convinced Marks has hijacked the plane. Fighter jets are dispatched, ready to intervene if the plane diverts from its course.
Zach was telling me that he's a programmer.
Jesus.
It'd be nice if there was a way to find it.
What, like right now?
Yes.
I have orders, Marks.
Give me 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
The business cabin is now closed to everyone.
The next message changes everything. There's a bomb on this plane.
Terrorists.
Marks is skeptical at first, thinking it's another manipulation tactic. Realizing the bomb is real, he orders a full cabin lockdown and begins searching for it. With Nancy's help, he locates the bomb inside Hammond's briefcase in the cargo hold area. The bomb is sophisticated, built with a barometric trigger, meaning it will detonate when the plane descends below a certain altitude. Marks faces a devastating dilemma. If he keeps the plane flying at high altitude, they might run out of fuel. If they descend, they'll be blown apart.
Bomb.
Bullshit, you're lying.
There is a bomb. Bomb will explode in less than half an hour.
Let's find him. Let's pay him. Let's do something.
2 typhoons are flanking me right now.
We descend to 8,000 feet. Pressure equalizes.
Yes,
He informs the
Marks.
surviving pilot and begins preparing a plan to neutralize the bomb. Meanwhile, passengers grow increasingly hostile, believing Marks planted it himself.
Okay.
Marks coordinates with the remaining pilot to attempt a controlled descent and landing while keeping the altitude trigger from detonating the bomb prematurely. Marks catches a passenger who had uploaded a video of him. While watching the video, he notices Bowen slipping the blackmailer's phone into Charles' pocket. Bowen grabs the NYPD officer, but he breaks free. Then Zach reveals himself as Bowen's accomplice. The duo disarms Marks and take over the plane. Bowen's nervousness explodes into anger, and he reveals his ideology. He confesses that he and his partner planned the hijacking, not for money, but to expose flaws in air travel security and to frame Marks as the villain. Together, they orchestrated the plot to humiliate the U.S. government and force the world to see how easily fear could be manufactured on an airplane. Bowen's motivation is deeply personal. His father died in the 9/11 attacks, and he grew up disillusioned with government failures in preventing terrorism.
Not gonna die.
You'll be dead in 4 seconds.
We'll jump.
3,000 people died that day.
Whatever I've done to you, whatever it is.
Emergency crews rush to the wreckage. Marks emerges bloodied but alive. In the aftermath, the news broadcasts replay his heroic actions, now recasting him as a savior rather than a suspect. His paranoia and persistence saved their lives. This is Falcon Recaps. Thanks for watching.